Hey, I'm back. So, this is a musing video. It's Neva from Manic Mama Musings. I'm gonna put some clips of our day. We had a car date. We saw the octobus. If I had not been, because we went and did a few things, and then I got to feeling not so good. But even then, I would have tried to like interview one of the people off the octobus if I could have found them. But we also needed to get home because my nephew was coming to make music with LJ to record a little and do a podcast that they've been doing together. And I should have put him in my video, but I I was asleep. So I was in Hobby Lobby because I heard that they're not their yarn, but they're like, their little, their socks and stuff that's in the yarn spot was had clearance tags. So your girl had to go. Plus, I was getting some beads for some special stitch markers I'm making. Anyway, so that was longer than it should have been. And I was in Hobby Lobby, and I thought, because for days I felt bad, and I thought, okay, today I'm gonna get out. I feel so I'm gonna get out and maybe some fresh air. Sorry, my hair looks insane. I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna move around. I need to move around. Well, apparently my body didn't agree because Harbor Freight is next to Hobby Lobby in our town. And I saw this thing that says Spring Black Friday sale for Harbor Freight, which we've never bought a lot of stuff from Harbor Freight, but we did buy some nice canvas chairs last year, and I've bought some scissors that are supposed to cut anything from Harbor Freight. Well, we're looking for a light to put outside to light up our yard so we can sit outside at night and be able to see, because it's real hot in our house and it cools off outside sometimes at night in the summer. We could play cards and stuff if it was bright enough. Sorry. So went in there looking. By the way, they didn't have what we wanted. Well, I was fine then. Then we walked down to Hobby Lobby because we parked like in between, so it was halfway. And we went into Hobby Lobby, and I got to feeling real yucky. But I was determined to find the beads that I wanted. I found a few of what I thought would work. There's my tea, y'all. And then we went to the yarn section. I needed some polyfill. I got a bag of that. And then I found some stuff at Hobby Lobby. I probably should show y'all, but I'll do a haul video some other time. And so I got a few of those, like stuff for myself and stuff to put in Happy Meal and stuff. So yeah. But I got to feeling like really bad. And it wasn't the food. By the way, the food, it was not the best. I'm real picky when it comes to my barbecue. But I love barbecue. So I'm always hoping we'll get we used to have this one lady, Velma, that she was in a part of town that you would never like go and want to do eat at a fancy restaurant, but it was some home cooking, best barbecue. Oh my goodness, it was so good. And of course, she retired, and then she was very old when I was younger. So, we have rib crib, but that's still not like I want Velma's barbecue. And that wasn't it, but it was okay. I'm real picky about my potato salad, and I won't get food from there again. I'll try a different one. But apparently, I didn't know this, our town now has Food Truck Fridays where they park on Main. There was only 3, but and I thought the one was Hangry Jalapeno because it looked like their truck, but it wasn't. Hangry Jalapeno has some good Mexican food. But maybe I'll start watching on Fridays. They'll have some different stuff, and yeah. So that's what we did for our car date. We ate lunch together in front of the Asian food store, and because we were gonna get noodles from there, but she wasn't open, and so we were already parked there. We decided to eat there instead of driving all over town. Then I took y'all for a cruise. There's not a lot pretty, but we do have some cool murals and stuff on Main, and so I'll probably have LJ like record, or I'll have him drive and I'll record one day, and I'll record some of our murals and things. A lot of them are music themed because we do have the Norvac Norva Jack. He always remembers Norva Jack Studios that Buddy Holly recorded at, and then Leanne Rimes. The last album that was recorded there was Leanne Rimes' first album. I think I've told y'all that plenty of times, but anyway, so we're kind of music themed here. And like in June, we didn't this last year, but in June we have a week, music festival week where they have like cover bands, but they almost always they've had Winger. I watched Winger. They've had, was it Winger, babe? Winger?
Yeah, it was Winger. The year that you and me went was
Warrant, wasn't it?
It was Stillheart and
Warrant. Okay, Steelheart and Warrant, Winger, and I can't remember who was with Firehouse and Winger.
Recently they had Loverboy and someone else.
Yeah, recently they had Loverboy and Liliac, but we didn't go to that one. That was the last one they had, and then last year they didn't have one because of lockdown. I'd be real happy if we had one this year if everything's cleared up, but I don't know if they'd be able to book somebody that short a notice, but who knows. We like going to concerts. Anyway, they do those where they have the 80s, they have the bands, and they have one, I think it's like 3 or 4 nights out of the week that they have like a cover band one night and local. Anyway, you get the idea. They do that at one of the junior high auditoriums, and then that weekend they have a cruise night where a lot of people sit at the. It's kind of like a community, and I don't sit and talk to people because I don't like people enough, but I do cruise. I like to go cruise, so there's that. We do that in the summer, and this last year they did the cruise night, but we weren't allowed to get out of our vehicle. Like, and I don't think he and I went, if I remember. I can't remember exactly, but I don't think he and I went. So yeah, that's something that goes on in our town. I don't know how I got off on that. I'm sure you guys remember where that started, or maybe you don't, because that's how my brain works. I wanted to mention that a few people that are in our community kind of need good thoughts and prayers. Llama Mama Kayla, if you watch her channel, you know everything that's going on. She could use some good energy sent her way and prayers. And Linda, just a crochet sister, she's an angel, y'all. She looks a lot like my grandma in the face. It's so weird. The first time I saw her, that's who I thought it was, my grandma. And then just who she is. She's a lot like my mom with her giving heart, but you can tell that she's spunky like me. Which my mom was spunky, but I don't know how to explain it. Linda just has a special place in my heart, and she's just not doing well. I'll link all these people down below, and you would be great if you go watch their videos. Linda could use watch hours. I know that. I'm not sure about anyone else, but I know Linda needs watch hours. And if you haven't watched Linda, well, you need to. She's just fun to watch, and she's so sweet. And push the little button. And then Ashley from Stitchin Ain't Easy will be traveling. If you watch her channel, you'll know why. If you don't watch her channel, go watch. You'll find out why. I have come to consider her a very good friend. She's a sweetheart. And yeah. And then I just have some personal, I won't say names, but some people in my life that could use some prayer and good thoughts. There's somebody I care about that has a doctor's appointment this week that, they have an appointment, and they won't probably get the results back that day, but she could just use some prayers and some thoughts. And then somebody who could really use a good babysitter. It probably doesn't seem like a big deal to pray for to some people, but if you are are a working mom, you know that a good babysitter is very essential. And then there's just something personal to me. If you would just, yeah. So Just, there you go. I'm not always asking for prayers, and I'm not always a praying person. But if you pray or whatever you believe in, send out some good vibes to those people for me. I appreciate it. I want to tell you guys that I appreciate all your comments, and when you message me, the ones that have my cell phone number, and those that email me and reach out on Facebook, when you check on me, it means a lot to me. A lot of you have become very good friends to me, and I appreciate that so much, more than you could ever imagine, especially right now, the things I'm going through. I can't personally see people much, which I never got out a lot anyway. Like I said, I don't really like people, but I used to when I was drunk and high. It's just the truth. But sober Neva still doesn't like people. So yeah, I just want you to know that I appreciate you. When you comment, it means a lot to me because I know you watched. But a lot of you said you're just going through stuff and you don't comment, but you watch me. And so I need to remind myself of that because I don't comment that often. Mostly because I'm watching on my TV, so I literally have to be on my phone and watching it on the TV, if that makes sense. I have to be on my phone commenting, and sometimes I do pull it out, like if, I don't know, if something hits me that I should say something or let you know I'm there, but sometimes I'm multitasking a million I'm watching you on TV. If you have a channel, I'm watching you on TV, and I'm crocheting, and I'm probably doing something else in my head or thinking a million other things. So yeah, if my kids would let me record them, because they're all grown, I would record us dying eggs because we're just goofy. But they're not going to let me. They don't ever want to be on my videos. They think their mom is just lame. So, but maybe I won't have any. I'm kidding you. By the time I'll be doing family time. And so I thought I'd get this up and add it to the other videos I had, and I was gonna go out there and show you the mess my yard's in before the sun went down, but I didn't. It was real hot, only in the 70s, and I swear my body made it feel like it was in the 90s. I'm gonna melt this summer, I promise. So anyway, we're having Papa Murphy's pizza, which is just gonna heat up the house. Great. No, we're having Papa Murphy's pizza, something easy, because my son-in-law gets off at like 9 or 10 tonight. We're gonna dye eggs, so we're gonna have family time. I don't know if we'll play any games, but LJ's off, and neither one, or Branda doesn't have to work in the morning, and I don't know if Faustine works, but if he does, it won't be until the evening time. And so we are just gonna do some really good family time since we didn't get to spend Easter together. Babe,
Yeah.
will you bring me that magnet that Rihanna got me off the fridge? I'm gonna put it on my cart though. She stuck it on the refrigerator. She brought it to me today when I was laying down. I'm sure it's not gonna melt, my love. He said his hands are a little wet. Okay, so you know she went to Colorado, right? For Easter. So, and y'all know I love plants. And y'all know Colorado marijuana is legal. So I'm going to set that all up. And it says, I don't know if you can read it. It says a little pot from Colorado. And look at that tiny little pot. It's a magnet, and it's going to go on my cart. And I'm going to find a little tiny something to put in there, y'all. I thought about putting some of that little moss from, y'all don't be mad at me. That moss from Dollar Tree. I'm making it look like some, marijuana. But I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But that's the tiniest pot. If I could find an air plant that size, I would put it. I might find one.
Can I make a joke about it?
What?
It looks like you finally got your card.
Oh, I got my card. He's a dork. But anyway, I might could find an air plant that tiny. I wonder. Anyway, so I had to share that with y'all because it's just cute. And my daughter knew I would love it. And, I love plants. Plants go in pots. And then the fact that a little pot from Colorado, she loves puns. So, she loves plays on words. So, and I do too. And that's just adorable. I had to share that with y'all. That just made, I knew she got it for me, and then she brought it by today. She's been home for how many days now, but she brought it by today, and I was like, you could have waited till tonight. But I was laying down, and she spent time hanging out with her sisters and stuff, so I'm sure she missed them. My girls are pretty close. I'm glad, because the way they used to fight, I wasn't sure if that was going to happen. So I think I will stop this now, because I got all the little, but there's clips after this that I'm adding to it, and I might take an up close picture of this just so you can see if I can get it to, well, you know what, I probably won't, because you can't really get it to, the words are in white, and then the clouds, you can't see it any better than what I showed you. So I have some FOs. No, I have one FO. I can't find the video I had of me wearing it, but so I may have to make another one. But I have an FO, and I have whips to show y'all eventually. So that might be what's coming soon. Not tonight. Sorry if this, probably tired of seeing my face today, and so, but tomorrow or the next day or whenever. I'm getting good at making like 3 videos in a day and then not making one for a few days. I hope that's okay. And yeah, so love y'all, and have a great weekend. If I don't see you for the rest of the weekend, I will try to take some pictures of our eggs, unless my kids draw something naughty on them, because they're grown, and one of them does that. She's done that for a long time since she was a teenager. It was just funny to her, and it still is. So and I just hope y'all have a good day. Good night. Yeah, I gotta go. I'm delirious, apparently. Okay.
Hey,
so, hi. I'm gonna record. We just left that Oriental store. That's where we ate in front of our barbecue, because we had a car date. We're getting good at car dates ever since, you know, lockdown and all that. Things are opening up. We can eat inside restaurants, but I'd rather not, unless, you know, it's just really somewhere I want to eat, and that's all, the only choice I have. I thought I'd let you see a little bit of our little town while we drive home. Sorry that little thing is in the way that holds the mirror, not the mirror, holds the phone holder on the windshield. That's it. That's what I was trying to say. Anyway, so I'll take you for a little drive. I bet there, that might be a little better.
Probably.
I really hate that this thing is in the way, but I can't. That's not gonna. Anyway. Okay, squirrel. There's not a lot to see. I'll drive you. So this convenience store right here, Allsup's. Oh, I don't know if y'all saw that. I'm gonna pull in just so y'all can see it. They have them in New Mexico and Texas, I think, are the only states we have them at. See, Allsup's. It's a convenience store, and the people, their last name is Allsup's. The people who started it, like, it's, the convenience store started here in Clovis, New Mexico. That's one thing we're known for.
And then it turned into a chain.
And if you've ever had Allsup's burrito, you crave them forever after that. And then it turned into a chain. And like I said, they have them in New Mexico and Texas, but just, I think like a year ago, Yes Way took over. And so now they're owned by Yes Way. But yes, they started here and by the Allsup's family, hence the name Allsup's. There's some
This part of town is like...
y'all ignore the some of the stuff that
this is what
goes on and looks like here. I promise.
This is what downtown looks like.
This is
apologies in advance.
This is not downtown, y'all. This is. We don't live in the best neighborhood, but I still love my home. There you go.
This ain't such a bad neighborhood.
It's not terrible. I mean,
it's so quiet. Everyone decorates their yard.
It's not a.
Friends to pass a car.
Yeah, with cars.
And but I mean, like, there's
really,
some nice houses
I don't
too.
see anyone decorating the yard except for with cars. He's full of stuff. I almost cuss. See, you're making me cuss. You should stop that.
Well, it's still nice houses. Like, there's a lavender tree.
Look, there's an abandoned ghetto house.
Yeah,
That's not lavender, my love. That lavender
That's
doesn't
pretty,
grow
though.
on trees.
I don't know anything about plants.
Can y'all tell he's married to someone who loves plants? No, you can't tell. These
Yes.
apartments right here, my oldest daughter and I, that was our first. I was living with my parents, helping take care of my dad, and then when they moved into town. Her and I got our own place. She was a baby, not like she was grown or anything, and that was the first place we lived. It was right down the street from my parents, so I could still help. Don't mind this messy yard because it's ours, and Neva's not been out to. It's been too windy, and my allergies are so bad that it worries me. Okay, well, that was our little cruise for now. One day, maybe we'll just go cruising a whole bunch. Love y'all.
Down Main
I'll
Street.
be back later. This is where we're getting lunch from. Jetfire Barbecue. I've never tried it, but today is Food Truck Friday, apparently. I didn't know they had one. I've eaten at Hangry Jalapeno, which is over there. It's good Mexican food. But about to try some barbecue, y'all. So we're driving through the Walmart parking lot. We went to go get Papa Murphy's Pizza. And there's this bus. It's called the Octobus. And it says www.theoctobus.com. Apparently tells about it. And it's what did it say, babe?
It said it's for scuba diving in the U.S. and Canada.
Scuba diving in the U.S. and Canada. Flipping cool, y'all.